Hallo en welkom kijkers, welkom bij weer een nieuwe video van Gewoon Uniek. Vandaag gaan we reageren op Mind Junkie, top 10 scary ghost video's that will freak you out. En ik hoop mij ook natuurlijk. Dus ik zou zeggen, laten we gewoon gelijk beginnen. Pak popcorn, want het duurt een half uur en geniet van de video. Let's go!
Footage was captured during what should have been a happy occasion, a birthday celebration. Family gathered inside, smiles on their faces, laughter echoing through the room. The kind of day you'd want to remember. And they did just that by recording it on video. But when the family later reviewed the footage, they realized they weren't the only ones watching.
Wat? Moet ik in dat cirkeltje kijken? Oh, er staat iemand in die... waarschijnlijk. Ja. Wow, shit, hij loopt wel... Zo. Wacht. Hij ziet er wel freaky uit, hoor. Creep.
Just behind the family, peering in through the window.
Maar er staat nog iemand erboven. Kijk.
It doesn't blink. It doesn't move. It just stares.
Dat is ook een face, volgens
At
mij.
first, peering in through the
Dat is nog een face, zien jullie dat?
window. A face.
A face.
It doesn't blink. It doesn't move. It just stares. At first, no one noticed it, but once the mother of the birthday boy saw the clip, her expression changed. She claimed that the face in the window looked exactly like her grandmother. But the thing is, her grandmother passed away years ago. So, what was that?
Die cirkel zit verkeerd.
A family member returning for one last birthday? Or something else entirely? Something pretending to be someone they loved. Whatever the answer, that party had an uninvited guest. And it wasn't there for the cake. Do you have a creepy clip to share? Send your scary footage to our
Voor jullie ook. Hebben jullie iets scaries om te sharen? Please do it.
email address. Contact mindjunkie@gmail.com and we might feature it on the channel.
The thing behind the curtain.
Sometimes it starts with something so small, you almost convince yourself it's nothing. A shadow, a flicker, a shape that doesn't belong. That's exactly what this next man thought when he noticed something strange on his bedroom curtain. At first, he thought it was just the way the light was hitting the fabric, but the longer he looked, the more certain he became. Something was there.
Haal het gordijn opzij dan.
Pressed against the curtain, a tall, human-shaped shadow looms. But here's where things get weird. The man lives on the 3rd floor. There's no balcony, no ledge, and no possible way for anyone to be standing out there. So, how is this even possible? He says that this was the first time he saw anything like it. But after that night, strange things started happening. Almost every night now, at exactly the same time, at 3 a.m, also known as witching hour, he hears something tapping on that same window. But whenever he goes to check, no one's ever there. Just the sounds of tap, tap,
silence.
tap.
Ach, the tall man of the St. Petersburg.
This next clip was uploaded to the internet by the ghost hunting group Fearful Encounters. The group venture out to the old South Pittsburgh Hospital, a former medical facility in Tennessee that closed its doors in the late 1990s. Since then, it's gained a notorious reputation for...
Dit zijn nou freaky dingen. Dat zou ik echt willen doen. Weet je wel, gewoon hier naartoe. Dat is toch creepy. Dat, in zo'n hospital of zo, weet je wel. Dat... 500 abonnees, hè. Ga ik naar mijn eerste video, waar ik ben, die ik heb opgenomen. Waar die Nederlanders naartoe gaan. Ga ik heen, bij 500 abonnees.
For intense paranormal activity, including unexplained voices, shadow figures and physical encounters. Not long into their investigation, they capture someone or something on camera.
Ja, wat hebben we hier aan? Hé, dat is Slenderman!
As the camera pans round the hallway, all seems
Dat was
fine.
Slenderman.
However, when they pan back the other way just a second later, a mysterious, tall, dark figure can be seen standing
Slenderman
motionless in the center of the corridor. But what is it? The tall man is believed to be one of the more powerful entities lingering in the building. And viewers of this video agree that this dark figure is just that. Many other commenters also mention their experiences with the so-called tall man. But is this really him? You tell me.
Okay. The Cursed Bible.
The following video was uploaded to the internet after a person captured something truly disturbing. The person had recently purchased an old Bible at an antique store known to sell items with mysterious backstories. He brought the Bible home, and for a few days, he spent his spare time reading through it. But one day, he began to notice the Bible started to feel rather hot, and his hands began to burn. He sat the Bible down on his kitchen table and set up a camera to record anything unusual, and what it captured blew his mind.
Dacht ik al. Maar heel eerlijk, dat kan je heel makkelijk faken. Gewoon een ventilator, denk ik toch? Vooral als meerdere
the Bible begin flicking through, mysteriously all by themselves. But how? After uploading this clip to the internet, viewers believe that this book has something tied to it. And the person who purchased the book, they believe the exact same thing. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know.
The Crypt and the Forgotten Figure.
This next entry wasn't taken recently. In fact, no one really knows when it was taken. It was sent into the site Paranormal Hauntings blog. No name, no backstory, just a single black and white photo and a short note claiming it had been captured inside the crypt of St. Winston's Church in Repton, England. At first glance, it looks like just another old photo until...
What?
What looks like a transparent hooded figure can be seen slumped over against the cold...
Yo, dat lijkt echt serieus zo erg op een mens gewoon. Wat? Oké.
Stone wall. His face isn't visible and there's not much detail.
Eerlijk, dat lijkt toch... Dat lijkt toch op een mens? Niet normaal.
Just the eerie silhouette of something or someone. The church where this photo was allegedly taken is said to be centuries old, built atop an old ancient Saxon crypt. And over the years, many have claimed to see strange, monk-like figures wandering around the grounds, especially at night. But is this one of them? Let me know.
Do not release this demon.
A couple of weeks ago, I featured a chilling story from a couple renovating their 1920s home, a house full of strange secrets and disturbing finds. Among the unsettling discoveries were a Dybbuk-style box hidden behind a brick wall, a suitcase containing odd ritual objects, a photograph with a man's eyes blacked out, and a scorched fragment of a Ouija board. The couple, who share their findings on the account GBTV, have just posted another update. And this one might be the darkest yet. Still uneasy from the previous events, the couple decided to continue with their renovations, trying to ignore what they'd already uncovered. But while working near the fireplace, they stumbled across something they weren't prepared for.
Our chimney hasn't been used in over 100 years.
Oh yo, dat is...
But there's something lodged halfway up.
Wanneer zijn face dat...
Let me explain. So me and Georgia decided to replace this broken gas fireplace. We wanted to expose the original brick.
Ga erin. Kruip erin.
I was checking the rear of the mantle, and that's when I saw it.
Niks iets freakies toch? Die box bedoelen ze.
I couldn't reach it, so I had to get up into the chimney.
Is dat die box met die kaasvet erop? Nee.
There's definitely something inside.
Bones.
Tucked inside the chimney, wedged deep between the bricks, they discover another old dusty box, as if someone had deliberately hidden it, not just out of sight, but out of reach. And judging by what they would soon find inside, maybe that's exactly what someone was trying to do.
Snowing in there. Crystals. Een oude letter.
What looks like crystals. An old postcard and a letter stamped from 1940s Thailand with our address on the front. The letter is written in what looks like Thai, but there are 2 old British coins in the envelope.
Koper.
We can't figure out why it's all together, but we sent a picture of the letter to our Thai friend, and her mother translated.
Several strange and deeply unsettling items are found. Crystal lightstones, a letter written in Thai, a faded photograph, and what looks like old British coins. Everything about it felt wrong. Like these weren't just discarded keepsakes, but objects tied to something far more sinister. And that suspicion would only grow stronger with what they did next.
16 million watched as we broke this mirror. Now we have to leave the country. I know it's confusing. I'll explain. During our renovation, we discovered this box in our attic. And these old letters sent from Bangkok explain where the box came from. I know we could probably track down the sender online, but that's too boring. So Bangkok, here we come. The letter was sent 82 years ago.
What?
But according to Google, the same family still run the market stalls. Now let's find out who sent the letter and sold them the box. Hope they don't mind visitors.
Unable to make sense of the letter, the couple made a bold...
Oké, dus ze hebben een brief gevonden. En ze gaan nu achterna wat die brief, wat erin stond. Dus verder zoeken of zo. 82 jaar oude brief. Crazy.
And some might say reckless decision. They booked flights to Thailand. Their goal? To try and track down the sender of the letter, or at least someone connected to it. But what they didn't realize was that this journey would mark the beginning of something much darker.
Let me explain. So as you all know, we found this box in our attic. Old letters explained that it was bought in Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
We jumped on a plane to find the address on the letter and made our way into the city. Some locals helped us find the address at the banks of the river. We came across these old antique-style shacks, but nobody seemed to be around. Something didn't feel right about this place.
Arriving in Bangkok, they headed to a riverside market, the last known location mentioned in the clues they uncovered. But the atmosphere there felt wrong. Empty corridors, a heavy air, like something unseen was watching them. And then, in a store, they find a man and show him the box. At first, he seems confused, as if he doesn't recognize anything about it. But the moment they pull out the letter, his face drops. The man refuses to speak further. His demeanor turns cold. He tells them to leave. It's clear he knows what this box is, and he doesn't want to be anywhere near it. This is when the couple begin to feel they may have made a terrible mistake, one they can't undo. And as they exit the market, things
Dit is een nice story. Hier hou ik van.
Darker turn.
We got out of there as quickly as we could, but noticed a truck following us. We thought we lost them, but they pulled up beside and tried to grab us. Since these people have attempted to mug us twice, and we've both come down with a fever.
As the couple flee the scene, a truck follows them. At the lights, the truck pulls up beside them and the occupants try to grab the couple. The couple run for their lives, and when they get back to their hotel, they both start feeling sick, and in their own words, both came down with a fever. They decide it's not safe for them in Thailand and return home shaken. Whatever they had uncovered, they were now certain it was dangerous. They saged the house and tried to push forward with the renovation, but the strange noises, the feelings of being watched from the attic, didn't stop. If anything, they became worse. So they went back up, this time with an EMF detector, and that's when they realised something was still there.
Muted for copyright. Dat is die Broken Mirror natuurlijk, die ze hadden stuk geslagen in het filmpje. Oh, mijn koffiezetapparaat is aan het spoelen, dat horen jullie. Stop maar weer. Shh, dankjewel. Maar het is really haunted. Niet een beetje.
The final straw came soon after. Convinced the box was the source of their torment, they made a last-ditch effort to get rid of it, burning it, along with everything inside. But if horror stories have taught us anything, destroying a cursed object doesn't always make things better. In fact, in many cases, it makes them worse. And on the lid of one of the original boxes, if you remember from my previous feature of GBTV, the words were clear: do not release. And well, it's probably too late for that now. But what exactly
Ze zijn de lul.
did they unleash? And how much darkness can really be bound to a box? Let me know your thoughts down below.
Wat vonden jullie van dit verhaal? Ik vond deze wel nice. Ik vond dit wel een spannende story, zeg maar. Deze vond ik leuk. Under the bed, something waits.
This next eerie video was uploaded by Mrs. Tennyson to you, who titled it Creepy Ghost While My Client is Sleeping. And well, it could be. Mrs. Tennyson works as an in-home nurse for the elderly. One of her patients is an elderly woman who she visits nightly and reportedly talks in her sleep, but not just murmurs or mumbling.
Oh no, that's freaky.
Her patient speaks as if someone is there with her. One night, strange noises from the bedroom drew the nurse's attention. She went to check and found the woman fast asleep, but something about the room felt off. From that night on, the nurse started monitoring the room more closely using the home security cameras, and a few nights later, the strange noises returned. This time, she stayed glued to the monitor, and what she saw spooked her beyond words.
Every night I'm at work, I be thinking I'm tripping. But you gotta watch this video, y'all. You see that move under the bed? Like, I know for a fact it's close to my client's house. I be seeing, you see it keep moving like there under the bed.
What the fuck is dat? Lijkt wel een soort mist of zo.
It's moving back and forth.
Of is dat... Of is dat stof? Je moet even beter stofzuigen. Dat is wel raar, ja.
It's ghost in my client's house. Look under her bed. It'll come out and it'll go back. And she in bed sleep. She ain't moved an ounce.
Oh, okay.
But do you see how it keep coming out, going back in? This is no joke.
So weird.
Something mist-like moves near the bed, low to the floor, sliding in and out from underneath the woman's bed.
Okay,
but
weird.
just what on earth is it? It's worth noting that apparently the elderly woman lives completely alone. What's more is that the nurse mentions that the elderly woman often speaks softly at night, as if she's having a quiet conversation with someone. But when asked about it the next day, the elderly woman never remembers a thing. So, what is this mysterious thing appearing in and out from underneath this elderly woman's bed? Let me know.
Ja, dat is wel. The black shape.
This next video comes from an unknown source. It was apparently recorded by a family travelling down a remote stretch of road at night. No houses for miles, but as they drove further, they decided to take a turning to look for gas. Just a few miles down this road, they spotted a house, but the house...
Als je nou de weg niet zou weten, hè, en je weet dat hier ergens iets haunted zit, een haunted house of een haunted... Een hut, weet je wel, een bespookte hut of zo. Zou je erheen gaan? Zelfs als je weet dat je hier in dit grote gebied, je weet de weg niet. Ergens is het wel natuurlijk een journey. Dus...
itself didn't catch their eye. It was this.
Wow. What in the Harry Potter is dit? Hè? Nee. Het is van Harry Potter.
Something dark can be seen morphing into different shapes on the front porch of this secluded house. The family watching confusion as whatever this is moves in an incredibly unnatural way, because no matter how many times you rewatch this, it only gets more bizarre.
Het is dat ding van Harry Potter, hoe heet het ook alweer? Dat is dit? Glitch or ghost.
Uploaded to the internet by user CCE Pedrao. This next video has left viewers spooked. Simone believes something is haunting the forest outside her home for several nights. The sounds of wailing would echo through the trees outside the back of her property.
Oh, geluiden. Geluiden vind ik altijd het engste van dit soort filmpjes. Die creepy sounds, toch? Nou ja.
Her husband would go out to check, but he would never find anyone. As time went on, the noises would get louder, as if they were getting closer night by night. Eventually the noises became so loud, like something was standing directly outside the back of their home. So they decided to set up a CCTV camera to monitor their backyard 24/7. And late one night, just after 11 p.m, their CCTV camera captured this.
Hé, dat is een alion. Een alion. Wow. Hè? Blaffen? Oh, dat is een hond. Nou, de chihuahua heb je ook... Chihuahua gaat er gewoon op af, joh. Wat is dat? Dat is een alion.
A white figure peeks out from behind the family's shed, staring right at their property. It then moves before slowly fading away. Viewers of this video believe that this is a spirit, but I'm not too sure. Well, the peeking here looks a bit staged, and the phasing part here could potentially just be a glitch with the night vision on the security camera. I rarely show these types of CCTV captures, as it's a known issue with the night vision that sometimes they don't always detect real people.
Nou ja, hij heeft misschien wel een punt, want als je die hond ziet ook, weet je wel, die hond die gaat ook gewoon... Ik weet niet, als het een hond is, ik neem aan van wel, die glitcht ook een soort van de camera.
Like this video, for example, posted to the subreddit Ghosts 5 years ago. When lighting is uneven and the camera hasn't fully switched to infrared, it struggles to record anything that's moving in the dark side of the camera, so you sometimes get people fade in or out because the camera can't function properly, since it's caught between infrared and daytime camera. So, yeah. maybe it's just a bug in the tech. But then again, maybe it's not. Let me know what you think though. Glitchy camera or something paranormal. You decide.
The painting knew it was being watched. The painting.
This next clip is short but creepy. A family was sitting together in their living room, chatting away, when one of them noticed something strange on the wall. They had a painting on the wall that had been hanging there for years, but something very odd happened, which the family can't explain.
Mira, te digo que algo se mueve en el cuadro.
Fíjate bien,
quédatele viendo. ¿Ya viste? Ay, no mames, güey. Sí.
Some sort of mist appears to move in the painting. But how? Here's where it gets weirder. According to the family, the painting is made entirely of fabric. There is no glass in or around this painting, which makes it highly unlikely this is just a reflection or trick of light.
Dat is wel weird. Kan het niet zo... Ja, dat is wel weird, ja. Okay. Bonus. The woman in the apartment.
Now this week's bonus is one that will scare the living shit out of you. And well, if it doesn't, then you're something else. Boy. Because I watch these videos every single day and not much makes my heart skip a beat. But this one, well, freaky. Let's just say I was a little frightened. The video was uploaded to Instagram and it's gone viral for good reason. Apparently, the uploader lives alone in his apartment, and for several nights, he'd been hearing the sounds of a woman cackling coming from different parts of his house. However, when he'd go to investigate, no one was ever there. This went on for some time, and the man became more and more creeped out. But then, the activity intensified. The man began seeing what looked like an old woman wandering around his home. This happened daily, and when the man told his friends about it, they just didn't believe him. So the next time he started hearing the cackling, he decided to document it. This is what he encountered.
Oh, nee, dat wordt freaky. Oh. What the fuck? Nee, ik hoop niet dat dit... Oh nee, ze staat ineens hier. Komt ie. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, ze staat wel freaky. Ze is ineens hier. Oh shit! Oh shit! Rennen! Oh, what the fuck? Ren voor je leven, rennen! Nee, niet meer kijken. Het is genoeg. We weten het. Ze is eng.
Figure can be seen in the man's living room, but when he looks back...
Holy shit! Oh, dit was freaky. Oh, dit was dit... Oké, waarom? Waarom moet het op het laatst? Ik moet nog naar bed. Oh, ik ben helemaal dizzy. Ik ben helemaal duizelig, joh. Oh, die kale kop kan zweten, joh.
His face is now staring right at him. He looks
dit was veel te... Oh, dit was freaky, jongen.
Figure is nowhere.
Ik wou net nog masteren van... Ja, je moet wel van ver huis komen... Wil je mij laten schrikken? Oh.
To be seen. Or just as he peers around a little bit more...
Ja, nu is
the figure appears much closer to him. He runs away in fear... And looks back... But no one's there. However,
man, ik heb een hartverzakking.
When he opens the door... The figure... appears right in front of him. He backs away and opens the door. There's no figure, although when he checks the living room again,
echt of net, maakt me niet uit. Het heeft me wel echt
right in front of his eyes. And the video
get out of here!
ends there. Now, this video is definitely
frightening.
If you weren't scared, then, well, you're built different. Also, guys, I am in no way saying this video is real.
Ik was niet bang.
Well, I stuck it as a bonus. just because it's clearly staged, but executed in such a terrifying way that it
Precies
still
dat.
deserves to be seen.
Want ik al zei, echt of net maakt me niks uit.
One thing's for sure,
was fucking
it's
freaky.
pretty darn scary. Thanks so...
Oké, nou, deze was echt scary. De laatste was echt heel goed. Hebben jullie genoten hiervan? Willen jullie hier meer van? Willen jullie meer van mij zien? Willen jullie meer van reacties? Vergeet niet te liken en te subscriben. En... ik moet er voorbij komen. 500 subscribers, abonnees, ga ik zelf een ghost hunt doen. Een legit one. Dus ik ga 's nachts in een gebouw overnachten. En, nou, niet overnachten, sorry. Rondlopen. En ja, ik zou zeggen... tot de volgende. Laat hier.